Have you ever entered a crowded room and immediately felt a deep sense of estrangement, looking around and asking yourself, why do I feel so different? Why is it so hard for me to fit in like everyone else? It's an experience that many people have felt at least once in their lives, but few can put into words the profound and persistent discomfort that comes from it. Some might tell you that what you feel is simple shyness, a reflection of insecurity. Others may think that you are overly sensitive, as if your ability to perceive the world intensely is a flaw to be corrected. Someone may have even made you believe that there is something strange about you, as if your uniqueness were a burden to bear. But the truth is quite different. You are not wrong. And, most importantly, you are not alone in this. There are many people who, since childhood, have felt that they do not belong anywhere. No matter how hard they try, how much they smile, or how much they seek to fit in, there is always that silent, subtle but constant feeling of feeling like an outsider, out of place, out of time, out of the world. This experience can leave invisible scars that accumulate over time, leading you to question your own worth and identity. And no, it's not your fault. It's not something you need to fix or correct. It's a signal, a deep message that your soul has been trying to communicate to you for a long time. It's a call to explore your true essence, to rediscover who you really are. And perhaps today is the right moment to listen to it and start paying attention to these signals. Many people who feel this way grow up in families where there was no space for their true nature. If you were too sensitive, they told you that you needed to toughen up. If you dreamed too much, they urged you to come back down to earth. If you cried, they told you to stop. If you were different, they asked you to change. These messages, repeated over time, can erect a wall between you and your authenticity, making it difficult to recognize your worth. So, over the years, you've learned to modify yourself to survive, to silence parts of yourself to be accepted, to hide, to shrink, to mold yourself, in the hope that sooner or later someone would say, "It's okay to be just as you are." But that phrase has never come, and so you've begun to believe it, to think that if you feel out of place, the problem must be in you. And instead, maybe you're simply a deeper person in a world that seems superficial. Maybe you're just a more sensitive person in a context that tends to numb emotions. Maybe you're a more authentic individual in an environment that pretends. It's not easy to face all this. When your context seems to follow a rhythm that is not yours, when everyone seems to settle for empty conversations, imposed goals, and superficial relationships, and you instead desire depth, authenticity, and truth, it's absolutely normal to feel lonely. But that loneliness can turn into a precious gift, because at the moment you stop trying to belong to a place that doesn't represent you, the real journey begins. The journey towards discovering yourself and your essence. Have you ever wondered why you are attracted to certain books, particular thoughts, and specific emotions? Why, while others talk about trivial subjects, you lose yourself contemplating the sky or reflecting on deeper issues? Why is living on the surface not enough for you? Why do you feel there must be a deeper and more authentic meaning to discover? This is not weakness. It is your inner strength. It is your truth. It is your soul yearning for space to exist and be expressed. And perhaps for far too long, you have denied yourself that right. You've tried to conform, not to be a bother, not to seem strange in the eyes of others. But know one thing. Being strange in a world that has lost touch with authenticity is a revolutionary and brave act. Carl Jung, the great psychologist, stated, "The individual must distinguish themselves from the collective to find themselves." And this is exactly what you are doing, even if you may not realize it. You are searching for yourself, not for the approval of others, not for inclusion at all costs, but for you. That part of you that you have hidden for years, and that now longs to come to light and show itself for what it truly is. And it is not necessary to change to find it. It is essential to remember, to reconnect with what you have always been, with what made you unique as a child, with those passions and interests that lit up your eyes. Before someone told you that they were irrelevant or impractical, the world needs people who feel out of place, because it is precisely they who create new spaces, new visions, and new ways of living and interacting. Every great artist, every thinker, every free soul has felt out of place at least once in their life, but they have transformed that feeling into an inner call, a push, a creative rebellion. You can do the same. Stop trying to fit into patterns that do not belong to you. Seek to express yourself. Do not chase after those who do not understand you. Instead, seek those who truly see you for who you are. And above all, do not silence that inner voice that whispers to you, "You are not wrong. You are different, and that's okay." I know that sometimes it hurts to face this reality. I too have felt that sense of dissonance. I too have lived moments when I thought the problem was me, when I watched others and wondered, why can't I be like them? But then I understood, after a long inner journey, that I was not meant to be like everyone else, and neither are you. If you always feel out of place, it's because your true home is not where you currently are. It's elsewhere. It's in a new space, which perhaps does not yet exist, because you are the one who must create it. A place built on truths, genuine silence, and sincere emotions. A place where you do not have to ask for permission to be yourself. Where you do not have to act, do not have to pretend, do not have to reduce yourself. A place where you can simply be. This channel, this video, represents one of those places. A space for those who have stopped pretending, for those who have the courage to look inside, for those who have felt out of place so many times that they have begun to understand that perhaps the right place is precisely the one that you build for yourself. So stop apologizing for your depth. Don't feel inadequate if what is sufficient for others is not enough for you. Don't try to mask your essence. You are not here to adapt. You are here to remember who you truly are. And if you are still reading or listening, it means that part of you is alive. That, despite everything, it has never gone out. It has remained there, in silence, waiting for the moment when you would finally turn to look at it. This is that moment. Don't let it slip away. If this journey within you has touched the deepest chords, if for the first time you felt that someone has put into words what you have always felt, then stay with us. Subscribe to the channel, but do it for yourself, to give voice to that part that has remained silent for too long. To embark on a journey that will not take you towards what others want, but towards who you truly are. Because the truth is that you are not out of place. You are simply further ahead, deeper, more authentic. And now, finally, you can start walking in that direction. Every step you take towards your authenticity is a step towards freedom. Every time you choose to be yourself, you are contributing to a world that desperately needs truth and beauty. Never forget that your journey is unique, and that it deserves to be lived with courage and authenticity, without fear of showing the world your true essence.